What's up, peeps? The name's Aleks Mickelland, and today marks the Dirty Dozen, the 12th edition of my Euro 2012 previews fresh out of the oven. And we've got a side that's aiming to be a giant killer once again in international competition. Croatia is in the spotlight. Now, since the split of Yugoslavia, Croatia's emerged as arguably the most successful team out of the Balkans. They first made their mark at Euro 96, where the team advanced from a fairly difficult group before being eliminated by Germany. They went one further at the 1998 World Cup, getting the revenge on the Germans in the quarters, and narrowly losing to France, eventually winding up in third place after dispatching Holland. Boasting players such as Dario Simic, Robert Jarni, Zvonimir Soldo, Zvonimir Boban, Robert Prosinecki, Goran Vlahovic, and prolific striker Davor Šuker, Croatia had themselves a formidable side in the 90s, to say the least. In subsequent years, however, the team's performance gradually declined, as they failed to qualify for Euro 2000, and while they managed to stun Italy in the 2002 World Cup, the team delivered some uninspiring performances against Mexico and Ecuador, and were bounced from the competition. Euro 4 in the 2006 World Cup resulted in similar showings, and it wasn't until Euro 8 when the Vatreni finally showed some international promise, upsetting Germany in the group stages and having one foot in the semi-finals. Until Turkish comeback number 3. Right after going 1-0 up after 119 minutes, the Turks equalized and slammed the doors shut on Croatia through penalty kicks. Despite a difficult group, they'll be looking to at least repeat that progress, and hopefully go a step further this time around. Now, Croatia is a team that houses a good amount of attacking flair, especially in their midfield, whose creativity, prowess, and quality cannot be understated, as they have the personnel to compete with the best of teams. You've got guys like Niko Kranjčar, who's very skilled, has outstanding dead ball ability, and is a composed player on the ball. He's also been a fixture in the national side for a good number of years, so he knows what it's like on the big stage. Another set play magician is Ivan Rakitic, who also brings vision and decent scoring ability on the wing. Next, there's the prodigy Onjen Vukojevic, a strong defensive midfielder who never gives up on the ball. Then you've got captain Dario Srna, who excels in an all-around player on the right side and can cross, pass, and shoot with the best of them. He also has a great deal of stamina, allowing him to have a noticeable impact on the pitch for all 90 minutes. The centerpiece of the group, though, is Tottenham's Luka Modric. The playmaker's game reminds many of Xavi, with his short passing, vision, and anticipation for the game, coupled with an eye for goal and versatility. He may be small in stature, but big in importance, time and time again proving to be the vital cog for the Vatreni. He'll be providing for the likes of Mario Mandzukic, an imposing forward who has a great presence within the penalty box. Ivica Olic is the workhorse and most experienced of the Croatian front line, and Nikica Jelavic, who's really taken off since moving to Everton a few months ago, impressing many with an outstanding goal-scoring record for the team and brilliant touch. Each will look to play a part in propelling the team out of the group stage. With all the brilliance and offensive-minded football comes a cost for Croatia. Their defense leaves a little bit to be desired. Aside from Vedran Čorluka, the other players gunning for spots in the backline don't put on consistent enough performances worthy of a top international team. Ivan Strinic has issues with discipline, rushing into tackles and earning cards for his troubles. Then you've got guys like Gordon Schildenfeld and Jurica Buljat, who aren't exactly top caliber defenders, more average for their troubles. And then you've got Josip Simunic, who's barely gotten a game for his club side this year, despite featuring prominently for the Vatreni as the starting center back. Could be a little bit of an issue, especially if he's rusty. Even goalkeeper Stipe Pletikosa, despite his amazing reflexes and presence in goal, is very hesitant between the posts and prone to nervousness. They'll all have to be on the same page for the team to have any hope in Poland and Ukraine. The forward line, although talented, has a few minor issues. Mandzukic has a tendency to phase out of games on occasion. Olic didn't feature too much for Bayern this year, and may be a bit rusty as a result, just like Simunic. Jelavic only has 2 goals in 18 appearances to his credit. As well, you've got Eduardo, who played for Arsenal a few years back, if you remember, and suffered a horrific double leg break. Unfortunately, he just hasn't been the same player since then. No question that the talent is there, but they'll have to harness it to put some goals on the board. There are a lot of decent players on this Croatia team, don't get me wrong. Their offensive skill and creativity is comparable to some of Europe's top national teams, and their exploits in major tournaments up to this point have been fairly good. Although they will give Italy a fight, I just don't see Croatia getting out of the group, just missing out of the knockout phase in 3rd place in Group C. That's right, number 3. They can handle Ireland, but I just can't see the defense holding up against Spain at all. And Italy's young crop of forwards may also get the better of them. Tad unfortunate they've been placed in this group, as they do have the talent to make a decent run, all things considered. They will be a treat to watch though, and they should put in at least a decent effort for every game they play at Euro 2012. And that's a wrap for Croatia. Comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And be sure to watch my take on how England will fare at Euro 2012. Till next time, I'm Aleks Mickelland, and you're watching Euro 2012 predictions on AMTV.